Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys an old school album review, and I'm gonna be looking into this album's 30th anniversary. Well, I was gonna review it when it hit the anniversary in June, but I just decided to kick off their discard reviewing all their albums leading up to their new album, which comes out in April. Um, and it's from one of my favorite bands, and this is pretty much my favorite album of theirs. And as you can see below the title, today we're gonna be looking into Souls of Black by Testament, the band's third album released in June of 1990. Now, with their first three albums, I feel like Testament has a, I don't know, so I also feel like with a Practice What You Preach, I feel like they kind of like go with a more darker kind of feeling, but I feel like with this album, including like the production wise and musically wise, I feel like it's a lot more darker compared to like New Order, their Legacy, and Practice What You Preach. Just vocally, I just think Chuck Billy sounds great, and I just think that the instrumentation wise, it just sounds pretty tight and dark sounding, including like the guitar playing from Alex and Eric is great. And I feel like this album really showcases really great on the bass for Greg Christian. His bass playing really shines on a couple of these songs, and drumming wise, Louis Clemente is pretty solid. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into this album track by track. Now, starting things off is a little intro called Beginning of the End, which is actually just a 36-second intro, which just has acoustic guitars, complex and fast acoustics. And yeah, it's a pretty interesting way to kind of start off the album. It's just very haunting sounding just to me. And then we go into Face in the Sky, which is a fast song, and this song just gets catchy when the singing starts, has some very good vocals and a great solo in here. And this pretty much sounds really good, just kicks it off right then and there. I really love it. Anyway, next song on the album is called Falling Fast, which starts off with a very kind of like heavy intro, and it has a heavy sound all the way through the song, and it's great vocals in here. And I pretty much Billy kind of right here kind of mixes his vocals with a little bit of growling here and there. It's kind of like foreshadows sort of like some of like later albums like The Gathering, sort of like when they went death metal a little bit. And it's a very good song. Then we get to the title track of the album, Souls of Black, which starts off with very thunder and weather sounding effects, which opens up with a very good bass line from Greg, which is pretty much like the main riff of the song. And this song has a bumpy feeling to it. And I just think it's pretty much one of my favorite Testament songs. And honestly, on a side note, if you ever played the video game Rock Band, there's actually a re-recorded version of this song, and honestly, I don't really say this much, but I know I'm getting off topic, but I feel like that version is actually a lot better than the original. I mean, both versions kicked ass, but I don't know. I just prefer the re-recorded version. If you haven't checked that out, it just sounds a lot more heavier to me. But anyway, moving on to next song, which is Absence of Light, which the intro kind of sounds a little bit weird in here, but I don't know. No, but overall it's a great song, and I just really love like the solo part in here is just really fantastic. Love to Hate, which is a very fast song on here, one of the fastest songs on here with a very catchy riff. And the song is pretty much more like hard rock than metal, except in the verse, which the sort of like the classic intensive thrash drumming plays its part. And I think that this is one of the album's like standout songs on here. I pretty much love it. Next song on here is Malpractice, which starts off with a instrumental intro with all the members, and the intro kind of like reminds you a little bit of like Five Magics by Megadeth. And the song is very fast and catchy and has great vocals and the album's greatest solos. And after 2 minutes of like soloing, it starts, and I pretty much love it. Very heavy, fast riffing and awesome solos on top of that. And this is my opinion, one of the album's best tracks on here. Anyway, moving on to One Man's Fate, which Greg plays a single-stringed bass intro and the rest of the band kicks in. And this song is a bit more melodic, and Chuck adds a bit more like feeling to his vocals. It's pretty much a moderate pace song and some good vocals, which makes this song a very good song. And then we go into The Legacy, which it's kind of weird that they have like a song title which is from their first album. I think the first album should have had the song be The Legacy, but that's just me. But this song itself is a ballad. It's a wonderfully full ballad. It starts off with some slow melodic acoustics, and the vocals of Chuck sound great. Instrumentally great, but it seems like there's almost too much solos in the song. This may not be their, but I think I can't even speak today, but this is a really good song. Anyway, the end of the album closes with 7 Days of May, which has a very heavy intro, starts up the song, and the song sounds very just angry and just pissed off. And the song is fast, but the lyrical part is sort of just, I really think, a standout. And it's a good song to end the album. So yeah, so overall, Souls of Black by Testament is pretty much one of the standouts in thrash metal. Probably much, in my opinion, my favorite album of theirs. So I'd give this album a score. I'm probably going to give this a solid 10 out of 10. It's a really great album. So yeah, that's my review of Souls of Black, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and I'll see you all in the next video. And as always, keep it metal.